Ducky Traders, welcome to 30th of May. Here we are, heading into June, end of month. We have had sensational rally since that huge drop in Feb-March. Liquidation affected stocks, gold, money, everything. All the money went to the exits. Since then, we've had a fantastic return. We have had Bitcoin trying to push above that 10 repeatedly and failing, as we can see on the left. Deliberately left the fib out at the moment. Ethereum has finally had this pump. Look at this. This is a beauty. Beauty. It has cracked their 235 over 350 Australian. Normally it's Bitcoin bringing up the party. Ethereum could just be the buddy that's up the top of the cliff, pulling everyone up. Bitcoin really needs to sort this out. I think, as I've said in my other cast, that I'm quite confident. I feel long. The thing that worries me the most is I was expecting a very violent breakdown, more than here, actually, up after the halving. This was the halving week. We haven't had that. And that it doesn't worry me in a way of, long run problems, but short term, being bullish, I still am. I've added more to my longs, but this is my original trend line. And she's hanging above it. You got your moving averages here, but I gotta be honest, you can just see yourself, even a pullback to 8,000 seems likely. So, still long. Be very careful what you're doing. Be aware of that. But Ethereum pumping like this is awesome. At some point, the money from Ethereum is probably going to move back to Bitcoin, though. It's still the way things work. The altcoin market has had a little minor pump this weekend. I saw this on Friday, Australian time. It just seemed poised. This is a point where you watch the market that much that you just see what's coming up. Dogecoin looking good. I mean, this is on the 4 hour, so we're looking back. For me, weekend started 8 hours ago, whatever. Technically Friday night, I guess, but it's Saturday afternoon here. It would have been Saturday morning. My point is, this started Saturday morning Australian time, and that's what I was expecting. There's a little pullback. You could just see support, up. It's just everywhere I look. Oh, Cardano, of course. We went long in this end of last week, and this was beautiful. I actually didn't know about the news. I just purely went on here based on TA. It seemed like it was just wanting. Support kept popping. I was like, something's going to happen here. I did, and then, but the news came out. I honestly can't remember at the moment. Maybe had a few wines, but that's what that is. And then our friend Chainlink, again. I mean, if you look at this, it's just, there's so much strength looking at a lot of these altcoins. Now, what's going to happen is most likely at some point it's to take profit, and that profit has to go somewhere. I really think that's going to make it to Bitcoin. There is a chance that the profits from altcoin are held back and put back into altcoin. That's generally what I do. And there's Ethereum, of course. This is on Australian dollars, by the way, if we get too excited thinking that Ethereum's hit 355 US. May have to wait another month for that. And you could just, everywhere we look, we can just see the strength of altcoins all through May, and then, not so much for this coin, but a lot of them from around mid-May onwards pumped. And some of it was news-based. There's definitely a lot of fundamental-based analysis. But there was also a fair bit of just technical and just overall strength. I mean, look at this. There's trend line, bang. I'm not going to draw it. You can see it. There's just so much support for the market at the moment, and I don't believe it's all just speculative. There are so many cool projects happening on. To me, it's more than just a general pump and dump scenario. There is this whole issue during the week that Goldman Sachs is still saying Bitcoin's a scam, whatever they were saying. I don't remember. No one cares what Goldman Sachs is saying. They're an old bank. They made their billions and billions and billions. They don't need crypto. I think Jeff Bezos' entire net worth is equal to almost the crypto market, and I get it. Crypto is still small in the grand scheme of FX and everything else, but with what it's doing and everything, it's the future. End of story. We're 10 years into the future. Like, if you look the way that Bitcoin's gone, nobody's altcoin projects, everything has started from there. And as we go along, you can see, and each of these coins, these aren't just ICOs that started from air and they're purely nothing. Even Dogecoin, this thing started as a joke, and even now there's real-world applications and everything for it, and good on him. I forget the guy's name that made it, but yeah, good on him. So where am I at the moment? I'm riding the altcoin train. I did some of the longs only a few hours ago. Wish I could just got in more this morning. Sometimes trust your gut. But the one thing that amazes me about all of this is that still waiting for this Bitcoin pump. So we're on Aussie dollars here. Let's go back to TradingView with our US dollars. We're going to zoom in here. Let's go to the 1 hour, and I can just show you what I mean, because on here you really start to see what I'm on about. Bottomed out here. This is on the, and this Fibonacci charts here. There's the 4 hour. Just keep in mind. You can just see bounce in here. It's just so set. I can just see it. You can see it. I know that I'm still wary of a bounce back. I'm still long. I mean, when I say I'm wary of something, doesn't mean I won't go long. I'm just like, okay, if she bounces back, I'll turn my computer off and wait a week, whatever. But over 10, and once she hits over 10, 11, I reckon it's going to be eaten up very quickly. So anyway, that's the state of the market at the moment. Keep looking. If you have got your profits in Ethereum, I'd consider taking them. I mean, look, she's done amazingly well. It's only profit if it's in your pocket. So happy trading. Let's see where this goes. Is this the weekend for Bitcoin to hit 10k? Probably not. But oh no. Well, no, possibly 10k. I'm thinking 12. Sorry, it'll possibly hit over 10. Whether it's the one that will have the rally to 12, 13, not so sure. But the fact that altcoins are looking strong, Ethereum's up here, there's money. There's people coming into the market. It's looking good. So happy trading to your profits. Remember to take profits, and let's check in 24 to 48 hours.